Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Primite, Dragon, Ether, Barrel, guys, from Battles of Legend, Monster Mayhem, a set that honestly everyone has forgotten about. And yes, everyone's now focused on the Rarity Collection 5. And honestly, here between you and me, I think this card could be in Rarity Collection 5. I mean, cards like this, like Primite Lordly Load, and just plenty of other cards that we will be talking about today. So that's definitely a thing. But just like we discussed with the tins and other cards we have been discussing as of late, yes, we expect those cards to get reprints in Rarity Collection 5. We understand, we can agree on that, right? But we can also agree that April is still a long time away. It's a far time away from now, because 4 or 5 months, however, you know how many months it is, it's not now, it's not next month, it's not next week, it's not soon, it's next year. So again, spring of next year, there's still a lot of time for cards like these to actually make moves, make plays. So yes, Primite, Dragon, Ether, Barrel was a card that was what was it, like $9-10? No one cared about it. Now it's respiked back up to the previous highs near 15s, and that's where we're at, 14-15 bucks, 37 listings. And I don't know how these guys keep doing it, man. They always come in with the walls of China for like every card in existence, but here we are. So yeah, there's a big wall of China, a lot of copies. We understand, but after that wall, it does eventually go to $15 and beyond. But still, mind you, this card you see here was 10 bucks, and now it's 14. Pretty soon could be $15. So again, there's been a rush, there's been a demand. You know, as other staples and other cards get reprinted, people then rush back to complete their deck cores to pick up the cards that they've always wanted. So you're seeing a rush as of late. This card is not as easy to get as people think. You know, it's been out now for what, like 6 months now? It's crazy how time flies by. I mean, the tin's already been out 3 months, so, which is mind-boggling. So yeah, man, these cards, they were everywhere. People had them. At one point they were what, like $5? It's crazy. And then they were 10s, and now they're 15s. So and of course, when it first came out, what was it? Let me see. It was what? Yeah, like $15, 16s. I mean, if you go to the yearly and excuse me, guys, we had the retracement back down to the mean, and now we're respiking back up, attempting to make new highs with the volume coming in. So again, just don't take this for granted. Like, if you need this card, just keep it in mind. You don't, I mean, right now where it's at, it's like the max you would want to pay for it. Ideally, you picked it up at around 10s when we were first talking about this card not too long ago, but now it's spiked up. And yeah, I mean, there's a couple decks that can use this engine. And again, probably a lot of casual players, blue eyes players, they're like, you know what, man, my deck is not good enough to compete much, you know, at the regional or YCS level, but maybe locally, you know, I want a rarity bump to this one, or just people coming back. Oh wow, you can play blue eyes. And then, you know, they're picking these cards up. So, and then you do have the Odeon crowd as well, so that's definitely a thing. So yeah, I mean, this card it'll just always be a very useful card. It's a great engine, and until it gets reprinted, we could expect it for it to hold, you know, the 14 or 15s, maybe even bump up to 20s. You just never know. The card is in an uptrend, and we'll continue to monitor this one for you guys. And here we have Crowley, the Gifted Magistus. Again, another Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem card that people, I believe, are taking for granted, man. This card, we used to talk about it at $1.50, telling people to pick it up. I picked it up, and I moved mine at double digits. I ate, you know, the card reached almost like 18-20 bucks. You know, Billy Bob paid even 35s, which is crazy to me. And then it crashed all the way down to 9s, and now I'm picking it back up. Literally, just picking it back up. We had the double top formation. Now I'm picking it back up, consolidating here at single digits, 44 listings. And we've been telling you guys that we expect this card not just to crack the double digit mark here in the short term, but actually become a $15 to $20 card again, because of just the Magistus hype. And that's it. Everyone's just waiting for Spoon. And once that comes out, people are going to play this version with Draco Tail. Again, I'm not saying it's the best version. Branded Draco Tail may continue to be the best version, but still, there's going to be people out there speculating. They're going to want to test this out. They're going to want to play this version. And this card, it's only getting harder to get. It's been 5-6 months since it got printed. It doesn't have like a higher end reprint, or even a higher end version where like, oh, a Quarter Century or Starlight. It's just literally this secret rare by itself, literally a single print. So everyone that needs this card, they have to play this specific version, single print. Yeah, Jay, but it's just a one-of, you know, I'll pick it up later. Okay, I'm telling you, bro, even as a one-of, like, you want to make sure you keep this one in mind. So it's been consolidating here at single digits, so don't let me come back at 15 to 20 piece McNuggies for Mickey D's. If you need it now, even as an investment, I picked up 4 of these. Still have them in my investment binder, just letting it marinate, because I could see this becoming money. I picked this up at Pittsburgh, just people, just a couple trades here and there, ended up with 4 of these, and now I'm holding. You know, excuse me, guys, I'm gonna be waiting for 15 to 20s. Conservatively speaking, anything above that, easy peasy. Ideally 20 bucks. I want the 2x move, so that's what I'm playing for with this card as a secret rare from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. I definitely think it'll happen once, you know, Spoon comes out. So just keep this one on your radar, as even as an investment, or at the very least, if you plan on playing the engine of the deck, you need to have your one of, man. You need to. No need to wait for it to reach premium prices. So if you need to purchase any of these cards that we're talking about today, link in the description down below, the first link, or you can fast track these cards. As you can see the chart here, you know, there's been lack of interest. That's when you want to buy. When there's blood in the streets, lack of interest, no one's looking at these cards, they become easy future values. So you get exposed now when no one cares, so that when they care, you can sell it to them at a premium. Guys, don't take these cards for granted. Right now, going sideways here, no better time to buy. First link in the description down below. Get your free market watch course, your free $15 off, guys, for the holidays. Treat yourself. Free $15 over there on Whatnot. Don't miss out. And then the Discord and X for our giveaways. Make sure you tune in. And again, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so go ahead. You can respect the fact that we're on the road, you know, still pumping out videos. Make sure you subscribe, like the video on the way in. I would gladly appreciate that. So again, we have Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. I honestly believe I always love every once in a while, at least once a month, like revisiting some sets, you know, from the past, like these, you know, boxes around 50s, not bad at all. It's crazy to see that reprint boxes, reprint sets are holding more value than like core sets. It was never that way. It used to be the other way around, but very, very interesting. As Yu-Gi-Oh players are now caring more about reprints than actual new cards coming out as of late. But yeah, there's a lot of moves going on in here. I mean, these are just all the best selling, but a lot of people are not paying attention to this set because they don't really care. Everyone forgot about this set 5-6 months ago. No one has time to come back and like see these cards and things of that nature. But I always love revisiting sets like these, because then we can identify a lot of moves, a lot of things going on when everyone else forgets. We remember. So we have Gem Knight Nepyrim. This card not too long ago, it's like $6-7 bucks, bro. $6-7 bucks. No one even really cared about it. Nah, Gem Knights, like, yeah, I mean, boo-hoo. It's like, who plays that deck anymore? Not doing anything, not topping anything. I don't care, Jay. And then the card, parabolic. It says 11-12. So we wish. The card is 17 bones. 9 listings only. Single-digit listings. So pushing 20s, 1 page only. So if you have this card, you have extra money to your name. And that's why I love revisiting sets like these, because there's a lot of moves going on that a lot of people don't really know of. They don't know about the set much. They forgot about it. Maybe back then, 5-6 months ago in the summertime, you were cracking some packs open. You pull the you know, the secret, trash, who cares? And then you left it in bulk or you know, in a 800 count box or whatever. And then now you wake up and this is money. This is money, bro. So 17, definitely considerable money, especially when it was $6-7 bucks. It's up $10 a pop. So yeah, considerable move, guys. Considerable move. If you have this card, you know, you're up. If you don't and you want it by some random chance or reason, then you're going to have to pay a premium. But Gem Knight Nepyrim making moves here. The secret rare from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. And then you have the high end. The high end here used to be, what, 34s, bumping up to 39, 40s. And then it quickly goes to 50s and then 70s at the bottom of the page. 1 page only as well. 10 listings only. So honestly, I mean, instead of paying 17s for this one, you could add the $20 bill on top essentially and get the max rarity. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, this is 40s. It could quickly become money as people are rushing in to pick up this card. I'm telling you guys, it's an addiction, man. And I get it. I get it. Not because of this specific card, but like through the holidays, I spent hundreds of dollars in Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, that's why I do these market watches, to stay on point, not just personally with the research, but to provide that value to the masses, because I'm an addict, bro. I always say I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Addict, and I love buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, you know, like the brown. We addicted to the brown out here, you know, usually more to the green, but, you know, as an investment purpose. But there's also cards that I just want, you know, like, you know, boomer decks that I'm rarity bumping or whatever, my gold deck, things of that nature. Same thing in that same manner. There's people out there like really, you know, oh, I love Gem Knights, man. I want the max rarity. So I get it, man. I get it with cards like these. So again, they're making moves, making plays. And just a beautiful card, beautiful artwork that is just getting harder and harder to get. Then we have Ojama Trio. Bro, I have one of these, and it sucks, man, that I never picked up the other two. I literally traded for one of these at Pittsburgh. Someone had it. I'm like, damn, I always wanted this card. I said I always wanted it, never picked it up. I picked it up for like 10 bucks. And now volume came in out of the blue from Narnia. Look at that, 8-9 bucks. This card is like $16, $17, and then it gets bought out at the bottom of the page. 10 listings. I'm like, why? How? I'm like, oh man, I wanted 2 more. I wanted a playset. So now, you know, I'll probably get rid of that one of. I'll wait until it hits the 20s, maybe. I mean, there's not too many listings, so I mean, I might just hold it. You know, I might just hold it until I see like some crazy numbers down here, and see if I can get a sale, I guess, or move it in person. But you know, so I guess having one is better than none. That's always the mindset. One is better than zero. You know, you want to get off zero when it comes to owning cards you want. So I wanted a playset, but yeah, this one, you know, independent from me and my situation. You know, we always said it's a nice one to pick up. It's Ojama's. It's the artwork is great. It's the chibi art, and I thought it would always age well. So here we are. You know, probably you guys didn't know this was happening. If you have this card, you have an extra couple billies to your name. If you don't, then you're gonna have to pay an extra couple billies to get access to the card. Who knows? I might just keep the one of. But I'm telling you, if it does reach crazy prices, yo, we go that addiction from the brown to the green. You know, it changes real quick. So there you go. And then you do have the secret. So if you're on a budget, you know, you don't really mind the rarity, or you just want access to the card. I mean, the secret rare is still readily available with Walls of China at around 2/4 a pop. So that's great news. You know, that's what I'll probably do. Like, just get rid of the Starlight and just pick up a couple more of these. Maybe own an R09, just a full page, and you know, live to fight another day. But yeah, good problems to have, I guess. You know, and again, this one has massive Walls of China, so it's readily available at shekels. You know, so it's not like an end-all be-all, you know, oh my god, I'm at a relevant card, but you know, it's neat. It's a chibi art, and I think if this doesn't get like reprinted, it could age very well into the future. Because the Ojamas, they're just excuse me guys, like community and fan favorites, so definitely keep it in mind. We have Herald of Orange Light, the Starlight Rare. Yes, this one has an ultimate rare, also another high rarity, but you know, it was 30 bucks, $100 for a playset, and it's spiking up strong. It says 38s. You do have a couple one-ups, but then it reaches 40s, so you only have a playset left between 36, 50, and 40, and then after that, it quickly goes to 50s, man. Then towards triple digits at the bottom of the page, 10 listings only. So again, I mean, people are coming for the Starlight Rare now that everyone else forgot about. Volume is picking up because people are realizing, you know, some people like the OGR, some people like, you know, this does this card even have an alternate rare? I meant to say, like, some people like the Starlights. You know, and they're coming in the max rarity, and it's not that bad. I believe this card will become money in the future. Most people that play it at 3. You can play it in boomer decks, boomer formats, as well as just even in modern if you know, fairies get support. So just think it's a great card overall. Yeah, I mean, when it was 30s, $100 for a place, and I think we did talk about it down there, just telling people that it could turn out to be a great buying opportunity if you wanted this specific card. And here we are, you know, starting to bump up. This is your last chance, you know, before it really starts ramping on up in price. So just wanted to highlight that for you guys. And don't forget, you do have an ultra rare. I think I forgot if it was like 50 of these at a penny. I think I showed you guys. I received a couple stacks in the mail of this. I bought them at pennies, bro. Back over here, I think it was back over here, if I'm not mistaken. What was that, October? I don't think we'll be able to find it, but yeah, I mean, the card is what it says is what it's 15 cents right now, so it's around you know, around a quarter, give or take, 19-20 cents with a Wall of China of 1,000. So no need to go crazy, but it's nice that for 2 quarters you could get a playset of these ultra rare copies from Battles of Legend. Let me see, I'm curious, man. Can we find my sale? Damn, I think going back to October is gonna. Can we put like dates in here, date ranges? Damn, they should, bro. They should, in these filters, have like dates or something that we can go back and revisit. Like, literally, if we would want to be like, you know what, let's see the sales in June, you know? Like, I'm telling you, I don't know who runs these, like, TCG Player and these things. Like, it'd just be so much better in so many different ways. I mean, but I'm the guy always trying to make things better, so you know what I mean? That's just in my nature. But yeah, there should be a listing here of like, yeah, that was me. Nah, that wasn't me. Yo, that's crazy. Someone bought, what is that? Like $150 worth of, yo, he needs to stop. Bro, $150 worth of Heralds? Nah, that's probably manipulation. Probably one store buying from another or the same store buying from the self to create volume. Who knows, man? It's a market. Who knows? That's crazy. 900 copies? You imagine that's legit? Just someone out there like investing into a card like this? Damn, won't be able to reach it. But yeah. I bought a lot of these. I don't remember if it was like 50 or 100. I think they were like all like 1 cent. So a penny. So I think it was like 50 or 60. I don't know. I think it was like $5 after everything was all said and done. Yeah, so I'm up 19x, boys, 15x, you know. But again, that's a long-term hold because, excuse me, as you can see, the supply is great for this one. And it's still like pretty cheap. So I'm not selling these unless they hit dollars. I'm gonna just keep them, you know, because like there's no need to. I'm waiting for that 100x. Yo, that's crazy. I'm waiting for that 100x move, so we'll see if we ever get it. Yeah, other than that, Herald of Orange Light, great card to pick up. Overall, like if I wouldn't own any of these, like I would just come in here, 50 cents, get my playset at the very least, and live to fight another day. Because these are the ones that I'm playing in. I wish I could find Euros. Hard to find. Because most Euro guys, when they go to big events, they don't take like penny stocks. They take things of value. But yeah, this is the one that I'm playing in my Crucius Sworn deck for Eddie Edison format. So they look nice, these Ultras. Very, very nice to pick these up because they're very, very cheap. And one day, you never know. They could be up 5x and become $1 each. We have Noh-P.U.N.K Rising Scale. Again, this card used to be $5. And then even below $5. Going up to 20s. Yeah, that's where we're at, man. Just still hovering at 20s. 19 listings only. You have a couple ones and 2s, but it's still a $20 card. I mean, volume is dwindling. Most people that have it, that need it, already have it. You know, be it to play in Genesis format or whichever. But yeah, I mean, this $20 card is crazy. It's still stayed up here. Very, very interesting. Because we don't know if and when it's gonna get it reprinted. And every Punk deck that plays out there probably needs this card. Even those in Genesis format. So definitely very interesting. And you do have the Starlight Rare, you know, which is at 44s, bumping up to almost 50s right here. 11 listings here, so it's actually dwindling in listings. It does go towards 80s at the bottom of the page. So, you know, if you need this card, keep it in mind. You don't want to pay over $50 for this card. It's getting close to the max for the max rarity version with low listings. So just want to keep it on your radar. If you feel like you need it, you want it, you know, don't let it reach crazy prices before you decide to pull the trigger. And here we have Parlor Dragonmaid. Again, when these cards came out in Battles of Legend, no one cared about them. Like, who cares, bro? Dragonmaid, boo-hoo, like, it's not doing anything. We don't really care. You know, if you go to the yearly, you can see the card at one point was what? 50 cents, quarters, but rebounded right back up. And, you know, it's just been stabilizing right here. At $1.50, then it went to 2s, and then boom, parabolic, guys, out of nowhere. Card is 550s, bro. 34 listings. You have a couple 7 mini wall right there, and then it keeps just going up. You know, eventually, excuse me, towards the mid 5s. That's where it's at right now, and that's where you have the wall. So again, a card that was $2-3, not even 3s, all of a sudden up 2x overnight right here. Most people probably didn't know. And that's the advantage of being able to, again, like just monitor this and track this and like pay attention to these older sets. Because then again, we do find cards that are making moves, making plays, you know, and it's like if you already had this and you pulled it again back then, bulk, maybe you cracked open a couple packs, like now you have $5-6 to your name, you understand? So that's the importance of reviewing and revisiting these past sets. You can find so much value that most people probably didn't even know they had, that you can use as trade bait, trade value. And it's actually getting sales, so it's kind of liquid, as you can see here. So definitely one that you must keep on your radar. Then we do have Stardust Sifr Divine Dragon. Guys, we were talking about this card at dollars. Literally, just telling you got to pick it up. Yeah, but there's Walls of China, and it's readily available, and, you know, it's cheap, and I'll pick it up later. Look, this card was always shekels. Literally. Spiked up to 240s, now retracing back down to the mean. You have a couple one-ups, but the walls are at $3, guys. $3. 31 listings. Like just the other day, this card was $1. And now, that's just a couple, like a new 8 wall, but then after that, it keeps going up to 4 to 5s on the next page. We told you guys that the card was 30 bucks. It got a reprint, which is this one. It only had 2 ultras at 30s. And then I was like, this is too cheap. This is the secret rare max rarity reprint at shekels. It was too cheap, or even at around $1. Me, I got like 12 of these. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move 3 right now, probably around like 3 for 10 bucks. You know, so that's gonna pay for my initial investment. You feel me? I think I got like 13 of these. So I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna keep 1 for me, and then I'm gonna move 3 to pay back my investment. And then the RO9 that I have left is just the waiting game. And when we hit 5s, we move a playset. We hit 750s, we move a playset, and then just dynamically, you know, selling and taking profits off the table. Profits off the table. I knew this would be money. It's like, I mean, the game is too easy. People don't care. They're like, oh, Walls of China. And then 6 months later, which is now, because time is flying by like crazy, all of a sudden these are not as easy to get as they were. And now they went from 1 to 3s and pretty soon from 3 to 5s, because the game is truly that easy. So if you're 20 minutes in right now, if you're watching me talking from this random mic that doesn't sound as good as usual, and I'm not even on the camera, on the screen right now, and you're here listening to my voice, you're a straight MVP. You deserve to know this information and to get value out of it, because honestly, the game is just too easy, boys. And then we do have Jurrac Meteor, the Starlight Rare. I mean, this card was what, 12 bucks? And it's gone. Gone. Look at that, a couple clicks, as you can hear the sound of the clicks to the mic probably. Strong clicks, man. We have 3 listings. That's the thing. When you're on the road, you make it happen. You know, some ways them out. The card is 25s, which is not bad if you like really wanted this. Like, because then after that is up 2x overnight. 50 piece, and then 2x after that, 2 hundos, 2 hundies. Crazy. Crazy. Excuse me, guys. Crazy. A card that was 10 bucks is now up 2.5x, and pretty soon it could be 5 to 10x off the lows. Wild. That's the thing. All of a sudden, this card is 5-6 months old. It's hard to pull. It's a Starlight, max rarity, super scarce, and cleaned out. All at the same time, as you can see there. Hopefully, if you wanted this, you have it. It did get like the Stampede treatment for the OG art, but this is the alternate art. And I guess Jurrac players out there, they're like, my deck is not that good, so if I'm gonna play it and have it, might as well have the max rarity. And here we are when it comes to this card. But don't forget, you do have the secret rares. These secrets used to be free 99, literally less than quarters, and then it's went to 3s and it's never looked back. I have a couple 1s and 2s and 3s, but the walls are at 285, still holding value, you know, for a card that used to be worthless. As we can see, a lot of Jurrac players out there. I mean, the engine is just great, it's broken, and you know, we're getting future Dino support, so you never know. You never know if they mix these in as a little engine, because blowing your opponent's field is broken. Yeah, man. Yeah. Look at that. If this card is synchro summon, destroy all cards on the field. That's insane. That's insane. Then you can special one tuner from your graveyard. That's broken card, as you can see here. Just came inside Monster Mayhem with the alternate art version, but you also do have the Stampede counterpart. Then we have Jurrac Astero. This is literally a single print from Monster Mayhem, and the single print used to be a quarter, free 99, went up to $5. Retracing back down to the mean around $3, and that's where we're at. Still around $3. Like, if you need this card, the Walls of China are at around 350. So yeah, you're paying a premium compared to the lows, but I mean, this card like this could creep back up to 5s and beyond, being a single print, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, just want to keep on your radar with future Dino support, you know, from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. I bet you and everyone else, not you here, because you're too smart for that. Like, most people forgot about this card, so my job is to reiterate it. In case you need exposure, you want to have it before it potentially continues going on up in price. We have Jurrac Volcano, the actual field spell. You know, it was $3, went up to 6s, and now it's around $5. You know, and that's where we're at, around 5. So, you know, if you like really need the card, you're gonna play it, you know, you want it, then no need to wait anymore. You know, sure, it was lower in price. You could have gotten a playset for 10s, but even at 5s, that's the maximum that you would want to pay for a card like this before it could potentially hit double digits in the future. So if you need your Jurrac Volcano, you want it as an engine or as an investment, you know, for a card that now is pushing 6 months old, shouldn't get a reprint anytime soon. You just want to definitely keep on your radar. Then we have D. One more D, Count Surveyor here. You know, this card just continues making new lows all the way back down to the scene of the crime. Crazy. This is what you call hype cycle, which, by the way, we talk about in our free market watch course. And yeah, it's crazy how it happens time and time again. This card has gone down all the way down to $6 here with playsets and everything. So no one cares about DDDs. 73 listings, and we literally told you guys that most likely that's what was going to happen. It was a lot of hype heading into this deck and Doom of Dimensions, and you know, it played out just like most new support, like for my masterpiece, you know, True Dracos and Legendary Six Samurai. You could keep naming them and naming them. Most of this new support is gonna always be trash, and they're just gonna focus on the core set release deck cores, you know, to be meta, and that's just always the way that it's been. So, you know, to no one's surprise, this card is all the way back down here. I mean, if it does go sub $5, I mean, it might be good to get exposure. Maybe start with 1, and if they ever hit 3s, you know, 3 for a playset, then you get that more, you know, full exposure. That would be my mindset with this card. Not to say that it has to go as low as, you know, those numbers and prices, but that's what I'm gonna be looking at for this card, because the deck just has completely fallen out of favor. Then we have Magical Android. Again, for us boomers out here, like, most people forgot about this card already. Most people forgot that across the board, this card, before the secret reprint, was 20, 25, 30 bucks across all rarities that existed, and now you have a secret rare. Just like Stardust, Sifr, don't let this one go to $1, a Billy, and beyond, be a Billy 50 and then $2, and like, don't do that. If you need this card, if you're an Eddie Edison player, like, there's no excuse. Look at these volume candles that no one's paying attention to right now. Literally, I'm on the road, so I'm not gonna be like drawing lines and stuff like that, but if not, I would literally draw lines on these volume candles. What are they called? Let me give you guys 2 seconds. All right, two seconds later, they're called outlier candles. Outlier candles. They're telling you guys what's to come in the future. And yes, we do have massive walls of China. We can't negate that truth, that fact. 92 listings, and we still have walls, right? But after that, it quickly goes towards $1 and beyond into page 2. So don't take it for granted. Look at that. Who's buying this, right? All this volume can continue coming in time after time after time until it gets to a point where it's $1.50 to $2. So, you know, if you're feeling like investing into a penny stock, this is one that is not bad to get your stack. And again, we usually take it for granted, you know, the first 3 months, the first 6 months, and then a year later, post-release, you know, by next summer, we're all coming back, and it's like, damn, this is 2 to 3s. Like, what happened? This thing was shackles. And then it's just them Eddie Edison players continuing to buy this card. And, you know, it's like me. I'm gonna have multiple Edison decks. Like, literally, after everything is said and done, I'll probably have like 4 to 5 Edison decks. Obviously a main deck. Then I'll have 3 to 4, you know, for fun or semi-competitive, and they all need this card. So that's 5 copies off the market. And then there's other, you know, Eddie Edison players and boomers out there. You know what, man? Let me build X deck and Y deck, and then all that. Hey, people come in. Every single Yu-Gi-Oh player in Edison needs this card in their extra deck, essentially. You know, it's an Edison extra deck staple. So knowing that information, unless, of course, this card could get a Rarity Collection 5 treatment, but if April comes and this is not in there, in Rarity Collection 5, oh boy. You know, that'll be like the best time to truly buy this card with no impending reprint anytime sooner after that. So definitely keep this one in mind. Then we do have Forbidden Droplet, guys. Again, this is a staple. It just got a reprint as a common, but which is causing it to crash down in price to around $4, which is not bad. Again, like, if you really need it, you're gonna prefer most likely an ultra than a common. So anything at or under 5 should age very, very well. So you definitely want to keep this staple in mind. Then we have Triple T's. Everyone forgot the fact that this card is at 1. Sure, could next ban list be banned? Yeah, this card is broken, but it's not seeing like crazy amount of play. You know, so again, it was 350s crashing back down. I don't know if it got a common in the legendary decks 5Ds. 75 listings, but it's a $2 card. Pushing 3s pretty soon. So like, if you need your one of and you want a holographic version, this one's not that bad. From Monster Mayhem, and yeah, I don't see any comments here. So yeah, these OG secrets look nice. Wow. What is it? 950s? I mean, that's the good thing. When you only need one, then you only come in. This one looks nice. First, that OG secrets, they look nice. So I get it sometimes why people prefer those. Then we have Gorz, the Emissary of Darkness. Again, another Eddie Edison card. A lot of people, oh, who cares? I don't play those boomer formats, Jay. Like, you know, I just advance, talk about Mitsu and Yummy and K9 and this and that and the third. But hey, card used to be what, $1.60? Says it's rebounding here. You have a couple 2s and 3s, but then the card quickly goes towards $2 into page 2. So again, this card at one point, let's go to the yearly. I mean, it's saying that the lowest were 150s, but you had some sales in the Shackle territories, 58 listings. So if you need your Gorz, don't take it for granted. Yes, there's a million Gorz out there, but this is the chibi art. So I could see this card being 3 to 5s here in the mid to long term. So again, it's already at $1.50. You have a 2x move right now. 2 to 3x move right here. Again, like Edison players, same thing. Like if I'm talking about 4 to 5 decks, every deck needs Gorz. Every deck needs certain staples in Edison format. So knowing that information, you want to get exposure to these cards, just leave them laying around there, and then one day you're up 2 to 3x without even realizing it. And we do have Junk Warrior here, the Starlight Rare. As we can see, this card is what, $10, crashing down from the $20 highs. It's around 10s right here. So 24 listings. If you need this one, this chibi art looks great. Is the Starlight Rares, hard to pull, hard to get from this set. If you like the artwork, at 10 bucks, you can't go wrong. Honestly, boys, let's be real. $10 for a Starlight Rare chibi art Junk Warrior, like this is it right here. Smart money has been coming in. If you need this card, don't let it ever go back up to 15 or 20s. You get it now because it's not single digits. It's $3.99, just like the secret rare. You know, you can see it was 80 cents, and now it's going parabolic towards $1. And yeah, 89 cents is where you see that new wallet China. After that, it starts creeping back up to $1. So this one is readily available. No need to go crazy, but at the same time, if you want this specific version, again, no need to sit and wait around for higher prices in the future. Then we have Honest, guys. Honest Starlight Rare here. You know, used to be 15s, crashing down to 12s. If you're an Edison player and you want this Starlight Rare at 12s, like this is when you pull the trigger. I don't really like this artwork. I don't know, there's just something to it, but if you like it, if you like chibis, then 12 bucks, you can't go wrong because this card will be 15s before you know it. Then we have Artifact Lancea again with Malice running around rampant. You know, as of late, it's not bad to come in here. You see a lot of one-ofs in page 1, man. Crazy, a lot of one-ofs in page 1, over 100 listings. So, you know, internet's kind of slow right now, but yeah, this card is cheap. I mean, if you need it, you have it at shekels, you have a clean secret rare. Make sure you take advantage of Artifact Lancea. Don't take it for granted. Then we have Blue Eyes White Dragon Starlight Rare. I mean, this card is 125s for the chibi art, and then it quickly goes to 150s. So again, not too many listings on page 1. You know, the card is getting harder and harder to get. Yeah, and I apologize for the internet issues right there, but you know, again, at 125s, this is Blue Eyes, man. It's chibi art. Blue Eyes is the most iconic one. So if you want it, you know, it's kind of steep and still at triple digits. But again, as we can see here, let's see. Yeah, I mean, the lowest has been is 111, so still near the lows, kinda, sorta. But quickly eventually goes to 140s and 150s. So if you need this chibi art with these low listings, like it's Blue Eyes White Dragon, man, the iconic one. Same deal, you know, but the secret rare used to always be $5. No one cared about it. It says parabolic, and wow, this card is $7, but quickly goes to 8, pushing 9. So yeah, the card is actually moving on up, man. A lot of people are coming in to get chibi Blue Eyes as of late, because now we're gonna get new chibi cards in legendary deck 5Ds decks. So a lot of people, you know, there's people out there that want to collect one of each. They, oh man, I'm missing the Blue Eyes. They come in, that rush comes in, and the card is 7s, but pretty soon it could be a $9 to $10 card, double digits. As you can see, the parabolic rise occurring right there. Then we have Galatea Eye, the Orcust Automaton. This card used to be $8. No one cared about it. Recently going to $14. As you can see here at the bottom of the page, at an all-time high. The chart isn't even updated, guys. I mean, 23 listings, you have a couple one-ofs, and the card is actually pushing $15 for and again, I don't know, is there new machines that use the Orcust engine, or just Orcust, or I mean, you guys will know more than me, fundamentally speaking. I haven't heard about anything, but you know, the card is scarce, people need it, volume has been picking up considerably, so very, very interesting to see the performance of a card like this. Just like in Lil Gersu, the Orcust Mech Knight, this Starlight Rare, I mean, it was 32s, and now it's 36s, but pretty quickly goes into the 40s and beyond. One page, 10 listings only, guys. So again, card is becoming super scarce. People are actually coming, you know, to pick up the Orcust package, as you guys can see in the same card, but just the ultra rare instead of the Starlight Max Rarity. Is one that it has actually been going on up in price. It's pushing almost 4s, and then eventually almost 5s, heading into page 2. So 36 listings only, and again, it's for a card that at one point was a buck and some change, just had the parabolic rise move. It's going to retrace a tad bit before giving people that next move towards 5s and beyond. Then we have Alba System, Dogmatic Calamity. This card used to be $3.99, literally $3.99 at around $1, and then it says 2s, and that's where we're at, man. This card is pushing $2, man, up 2x from the lows. 57 listings, volume has kept coming in. So if you have this card, you have a $2 card to your name that you probably didn't know. So very, very interesting that the secret rare is making moves when no one is paying attention to it. Then we have Amelia. Right here, Dance Priestess of the Nekroz. This card went crazy recently into 650s, and now we're just crashing right back down to 3s and some change. So a lot of 1-ofs though. The 4-ofs are at 377, so not bad if you really need the card. Volume has been picking up for this card, so it's still valuable from Monster Mayhem. Then we have Punk Jam Fever. This card continues to hover, crashing down from 6 pushing 7s to 5s, 50 listings, and it just continues to hover before it makes its next move. As you can see with those volume candles. And we do have the high-end rarity, the Starlight Rare. Card was 20 bucks forever, and it's still 20 bucks. So, you know, that's not that bad. It does go towards 26s at the bottom of the page. 14 listings, just something to keep in mind. Then we have Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I've been saying that this Starlight Rare, I think it's a great pickup. The fact that it used to be, you know, 20 bucks, then 15s, and now 10s, like, literally no better time to pick up this card than now. 27 listings as it quickly goes towards 14s at the bottom of the page with only 1-ofs. Again, we're at all-time lows right now, and with the new support coming out, I think it's a great time to pick up Chibi Art Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon Starlight. And again, the secret rares are still around $1 for the Galaxy Eyes card that we talked about it not too long ago, so just keep it in mind. We have Elemental Hero Neo Starlight Rare. Again, with the hero support, volume has been coming in for this card at around 16s. Again, we always said if you wanted it, like 50 bucks for a playset was great. We're still near there, so if you need this card, like, don't sleep on it. It's scarce. Only a lot of 1-ofs on page 1, 26 listings. So it's Elemental Hero Neos, man. It's an iconic Yu-Gi-Oh card. New hero support coming out soon. Like, literally no better time to get this chibi art than now. And you do know that it does have a secret rare, which is still shekels. So again, if you really need it, just keep it in mind. You want to make sure you get exposure to the card before you know, before it starts going up in price. So, you know, just one to keep on your radar. We have Dark Paladin, the Starlight Rare. It's around 30 bucks, and those are the current lows with the volume candle coming in. So yeah, I mean, it's readily available at 30s, 33 listings. So this card is more about like the collectability aspect. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh collector, or maybe a chibi art collector, then, you know, you're gonna be chasing for this card. But other than that, you know, again, don't see too much to it. Maybe it goes down to 25, 20s max. Anything is possible, but hey, if you need it, it's scarce, it's hard to get, and you can build your collection. Definitely understandable. And then you do have the secret rares of the same card. Used to be $1 and some change, and now, I mean, you know, it's moving on up more, it's closer to 2 bucks. So 66 listings, parabolic move right here, volume coming in. So it's probably a lot of these cards that people forgot about, they're no longer paying attention to, things of that nature. And then, you know, the card has just started moving on up to higher and higher prices. We have Skull Servant Starlight Rare. Card used to be 20 bucks, now it's 15, so this one's actually holding stronger than some of the other chibi arts. But the secret rare did get destroyed when it was $1 and some change, and right now it's about yeah, it's about $1, you know, and then after that it quickly goes to 140s, 150s. So the card is harder to get than people think. It's a great collectible piece. Definitely do not take it for granted. Then we have Stream Dragon Ruler of Droplets. Again, with all the Dragon Ruler hype, people forgetting about Stream. This card used to be really expensive before it started to get reprinted. So again, these babies, man, just don't take them for granted. You don't want to break the bank because they're readily available, but right here you can get these for $1 for 3. Not bad at all. I mean, if you want exposure, don't let this be $1 one day. That's all I will say. Then we have Gravekeeper's Recruiter. Again, a card that literally no one's paying attention to right now. And again, as a Gravekeeper card, secret rare, mind you. I mean, I think this one has potential. Volume has been picking up. And of course, this one is readily available. Super easy as shekels. But just don't take this one for granted. There's Walls of China. You can come in here for 50, 60 cents, you know, and get a playset. Not bad at all. Because I think this one, again, years from now, if it doesn't get a reprint, it could definitely be worth money. Because you can see here, this card only had 5 prints. And like, there's 2 commons, but other than those 2, like, the card wasn't reprinted until forever ago. So again, this is the technical max rarity, is the secret rare. So I think this one is a card that won't get reprinted anytime soon, and because of that, it'll start aging well like the other copies and reaching those prices. We've seen it happen in the Yugiverse time and time again. And as you guys know, we need to leave the best for last. We talked about Crowley early in the market watch. We got to end it with Zoroa, the Magistus. I'm not even gonna try that. Just the fusion monster right here. Again, after Spoon comes out, if and when, And you know, Crowley's not the only card just gonna go up from this set. I expect this fusion card to also follow in its footsteps. And again, it's a card that was a quarter a pop, saying 2 quarters now pretty soon. And yeah, you have a couple of 1s and 2s. There used to be Walls of China at these current prices. Let's see if we can load up right here. So apologize for the internet. But yeah, man, as we're on the road. But yeah, this card is too cheap still. You can still get probably 3 of these for $1. Like if you in the trade binder or online or whatever, like get exposure, man, because these little by little are dwindling. That's how it starts. And then we come back one day and a card that was always below a quarter is now anywhere from 50 cents to $1 and beyond. And then we're like, damn, where was I, man? I should have been picking this card up. So penny stonk of the day right here from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, a set and cards that no one's really paying attention to. So when they forget, we remember. Boys, guys, if you made it this far out into the video, you guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. We'd gladly appreciate it. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.